we allowed to drink this before we start, or no? I was just gonna.
It's all in your, if you would like to. You
So I'm
have
gonna,
as much as you would like, ma'am.
Hi. Welcome to our next edition of Between Two Ferms. I am your host, Tina Ryman. And I'm here again today with John Myers.
Good to see you again.
Internationally acclaimed brewmeister. I first off want to apologize. Your booking agent said that you were a little upset at our interview process last time, and I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry if we got off to the wrong foot. And
Well, we were talking about things besides what we came to talk about.
exactly. So
Okay.
today we are completely focused
We're
on
on the same page.
what we're talking about.
Okay.
So I'd like to get right into it if we can.
Awesome.
So your name, John Myers, is that from the Myers lemons that were famous back in the 1800s, or is that?
No. Weren't we talking about beer?
Yeah, but I figured it'd be a nice introduction for our
sure.
audience to.
No. My
Give
name
a little
is
history?
just John Myers. No.
Just John Myers.
No lemon.
No lemon history
No,
there at
no
all?
lemon history.
All right,
Sorry.
I'm glad we cleared the air on that. So, how do you find time to work as a brewmeister and be a stunt double for Brad Pitt? Because it's got to be hard juggling.
That is a legitimate question.
both careers. I mean,
The question is legitimate. So it's no, I just spend most of my time brewing. There's no stunt double. I'm
that must be exhausting.
brewing.
Stunt doubling and brewing.
No, ma'am.
So, get into the beer. That's what we're here for, right?
We are.
All right. Is it true that Budweiser just changed their name to America? And if so, why didn't you jump on that bus first? It's brilliant. It's marketing genius. Talking about beer, right?
We could talk about Budweiser if you would like. We were going to talk about the beers that we have here in front of us. There's nothing to do with Budweiser in these beers, but if you want to talk about Budweiser,
Well, I
we
just,
can
you
talk
know, they're
about.
changing their name to America, and man, whew, nothing like an American beer, right?
Like Americana or Americana?
I'm not sure. That's a hard question. All right, so we'll move on.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you want to talk about. What do you got today? I had a good time last time funneling those beers afterwards. Woo, baby! I was getting down and dirty.
I've never seen someone funnel beers like that.
They don't call me Funnel Queen for nothing.
That's insane. So
I didn't earn that nickname for
we have two beers.
sipping champagne.
We're going to talk about today's American Beer Week release. Today's release is going to
Okay.
be the first top. It is made with local coffee. Coffee that is, I say local, it's locally roasted coffee, Mountaineer coffee.
Wait, before you start, since we're talking about coffee here, right? I got a surprise for you.
talking
Wait, I got a
about-
surprise.
Here.
Since we're here talking about coffee. Ay! Here, that's for you. And you can put that on if you want. I got it just for you. And some little celebrating coffee, American coffee, right?
What is this?
All right. So,
Why am I here?
tell me about this coffee.
Oh, we're talking about coffee. We're talking about beer. We're not talking about coffee.
Oh.
We're talking about beer that's flavored with coffee. Flavored with locally roasted
Flavored
coffee. Hernando County
beer
roasted
with coffee.
Mountaineer coffee. Taste it.
Is that the shirt you're wearing?
See?
So they're from Brooksville.
They are.
So I brought all this out for nothing? All this
They're not
was
from Mexico or from Guatemala or any place that you might think coffee would be from. You like?
That is
Grab
delicious.
that funnel.
That's delicious. It's really good. This is so good. I can really taste. Hey, Moose. can really taste, sorry, the coffee and the, that was Moose. Moose is the goose. Sorry. I can really taste the coffee, and I can really taste the beer. It's a beer coffee.
That's what I was going for. Beer coffee.
Can I ask you, do you like my hat? And glasses?
Not as much as I like the hat that you brought for me.
You like that? I'm glad you like that. I'm happy. So I heard that you have to be a hipster to drink craft beer.
No,
so
ma'am.
I'm trying to look hipster.
No, you do not have to be. You can actually just be a regular Joe.
You can?
Yeah.
All right. It's good to know. Oi. All right. What else we got here?
How many of those did you just have before we started?
Like 10, 12. Somewhere in there. What is how much alcohol is in this? Is this like the equivalent to...
This is the equivalent of...
6 shots?
3 Budweisers?
Oh.
Close to it?
3 Americas?
3 Americas.
Get it right. Get it right.
And me, I should be up on this.
Do you want to cleanse your palate before we go to the next one?
What are we?
It's popcorn. It's kettle corn. It's I think it's about 3 days old. It shouldn't be too stale, but a little stale. Before we start, all right, I gotta just, my sponsor, again, sorry. I got corn in my teeth now, popcorn.
No, you're good.
All right. Gigabyte. Power in a box.
What's in that box?
I have no idea. I don't know. They just tell me to read what's on the box in the paper here. Just doing my job. Excuse me. Can we get back to what we're here to talk about today?
All right.
So what's this next one we're drinking?
Next beer. This
Next
is
beer.
named for...
I'm coming back to you, coffee.
So this is a Belgian Dark Strong.
So did you have an assistant from Belgium come over and help you brew this, or did you brew it in Belgium?
It's in the style of Belgian beer, but my assistant is straight American.
Okay. Who's that?
Moose?
Oh, the one I just yelled at?
Yeah, Moose.
What's up, Moose? Good job. Cheers.
Sometimes.
So tell me about this beer. Is there candy corn in it?
Nope, no candy corn. So this one does have
or
no coffee. This one's got it gets its complexity from the dark grains. It gets it went through a lagering process, so it's longer, cleaner tasting stout. Brings out a lot of very smooth for the amount of alcohol that's in it.
How much alcohol is in it?
It's about a 9.5.
Definitely worth funneling later. So what is the name of this beer?
Bayport.
And how did you come up with a name like Bayport?
Bayport, there's a bay and there's a port, and so therefore we came up with the bay and the port together and kind of made the beer to design after the Bayport. If you look at the bottom of the water in the Bayport, it's very dark, like the beer.
What was that?
Am I interrupting you?
I think this ship has sailed, so thank you for watching this edition of Between Two Ferms.
Seriously?
I'm your host, Tina Ryman, and here with John Myers, internationally acclaimed brewmeister. And we'll see you next time for the next edition of Between Two Ferms.
Do this.